Boca.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live in Boca Raton, Florida on a cloudy Sunday afternoon. The Boca Raton Circumcision Crisis Protest, day 18 of our 19-day Florida protest. We will be at Marlins Stadium in a few hours at a major baseball game between the United States and Canada, I believe. But in the meantime, we have a couple hours left here. We have about an hour and 50 minutes left here on the front lines in Boca Raton. We've been having a good response, as we found across Florida in the last 3 weeks. I will let you see what the attacks are doing today, and we've got a lot of traffic is out. And you can see the Sunday afternoon, we're near an upscale mall in Boca Raton. You can see the Sunday afternoon traffic is heavy. I appreciate all those heart reactions I'm seeing, a real morale booster. Even more. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Vote no on circumcision. Every parent gets a vote.
My favorite sign. I always like this sign.
Vote no. And you can see the Sunday traffic is heavy. I'm told that this is an extremely wealthy community.
This is the highest per capita Jewish population in the United States, I believe, outside, or maybe in the world outside of Israel. The response has been really positive here in Boca. It's a city that has a very high percentage population of people that would choose this for religious reasons, but nevertheless the majority of the cars going by have been honking with support, giving us thumbs up, and it's been a super positive response here. We've had a great protest here in Boca Raton.
And Jason Fairfield, you yourself come from a Jewish background.
Absolutely, yeah. My mother's family is Orthodox Jewish, and I understand all of the compulsion to do it, and I also understand that Jews for a long time have been leaders in the movement to re-examine, question, and reject circumcision. This movement would be much less without the input of Jewish authors, researchers, and community leaders.
So true, and many Jewish men and women come to mind when you say that. Many wonderful, thoughtful, compassionate, and modern.
And protest with us.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Stacy, a lot of honks today, I've noticed. I think they're honking for you and your sign, but I think and ladies and gentlemen, what you should know is that this beautiful young lady has actually sprained her hip. She sprained her hip with all her gymnastic maneuvers out here on the front lines, but she's been awesome. 3 weeks with the road crew. Stacy Van Buskirk from Michigan.
Yeah, I lost my voice, so my woos are a little quieter today, but woo!
Oh, she has lost her voice. I see that, yeah. And here's Carl Silverman, who led the charge in Palm Beach yesterday. Harry Gearman. Luke.
Howdy.
Stephen, let me turn around so the wind is at my back. You have a very interesting success story to tell us. Something that came across your Facebook or in your messages about 2 days ago.
Right. So I had a friend just text me, and she told me that she saw somebody share a photo of us on Facebook, and she saw the comments and they were discussing it, and now she's on our side and she's against it. So I just want to let everybody know that what we're doing is working, and the follow-up comments on Facebook is very important.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Stephen, and thank you for joining us. And You suited up with the Bloodstained Men on 3 or 4 days of this tour and drove significant distances to join us. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you for doing it.
And now we've got a rain cloud overhead. I see there has been a threat of rain, but hopefully it won't do anything more than that. Here's Rebecca Boney. Rebecca, you've joined us now on the front lines on several occasions here during the, we haven't seen you for a few weeks now. It's been such a long time no see. But welcome back. We saw you in Fort Lauderdale, I believe.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. And what's your feeling about the impact of the 19-day, last day is tomorrow, Florida?
Everything I've seen on social media, even the people that have shared it, you know, thinking that, you know, like, what is this? Why are people there? It seems like even people that are commenting on those pictures are like getting it. It's really nice to see so many people's eyes are being opened, whether they want them to be opened or not.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Well, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
And you're a long-time activist.
Every time I have a chance, I do whatever I can. I leave cards everywhere I can, in bathrooms, in diaper bags. Any place I can leave any sort of education, I do my best to do so.
And you know, we're all part of this giant army of human rights workers in the United States.
We're on the right side of history,
struggling for the freedom for our children, for our sons and daughters, because circumcision intimately affects both men and women.
Yes, it does. And I'm so glad to help people see that.
Thank you, Rebecca Boney.
Thank you, Brother Kate.
Celeste.
Hi.
We will be flying home in a few days.
I will.
One more day in Miami tomorrow.
I'm sad it's ending, but I'm also looking forward to going home to my family.
Well, yeah, they miss Mama Celeste.
Yes, and I miss them.
Wonderful.
But this has been a great road trip with the Bloodstained Men, and I can't wait to do it again. Save more babies. Brutal sexual torture.
It really is. I mean, that's not overstating it. Brutal sexual torture, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the blunt truth. Amanda Petrillo, thank you for coming out today.
You're very welcome.
I met you several years ago during the Chase Hieronymus protest down here in South Florida. Do you see progress in Florida on this issue?
I think definitely more south, like Miami and parts of Broward. Palm Beach, a little less so. There's, you know, a lot more Jewish people here and, you know, elderly white people here that are kind of, you know, set in their ways and not really open-minded to new information. So I feel like Palm Beach is a little less tolerant, but the further south you go, the lot more tolerant they get.
And you're an activist for the long haul, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You've told me that on several occasions.
Yep, 10 years and counting.
10 years. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you, Amanda.
You're
thank you for
welcome.
coming out.
Thank you for all you do.
David Atkinson, he's just donned his raincoat because I'm getting droplets of water on my screen, on my phone screen here.
I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I've just put it on. We'll see.
I'm looking at the sky. I don't know how the you can see it doesn't look like it's really going to pour at this point.
I didn't put on my bloodstained rain cans yet, but I have them there just in case.
Yeah. Well, on a hot day like this too, you'll get hot fast enough in that rain suit. And here's Christina Love. She's putting on a poncho. Christina Love, you've been an awesome activist on the Bloodstained Men Road crew for the last 3 weeks.
Thank you.
And we have one more to do, Miami tomorrow.
Yep. And a little tiny one tonight at a baseball world championship between the U.S. and Canada. We don't want to miss.
And hopefully it won't rain on us. We'll obviously be on top of that. And if it rains, you know, they probably would cancel the game. But
yeah.
I think we don't want to. At the end of today, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
At the end of tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day that we don't want our signs wet, because we're going to ship all our signs tomorrow night. We will be shipping all our signs to San Diego, ladies and gentlemen, for the upcoming ACOG protests at the San Diego Convention Center the first weekend of May. I talked to you about that yesterday. So you can see, I appreciate all those hearts coming across the screen. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. We could not be out here doing this without all of you across America, around the world, all of you who are backing us up, supporting us, and doing activism in your own lives. It's just a wonderful, wonderful movement to be part of. Knowing that we're on the right side of history, that freedom is an inherent human right, that freedom of body is the most intimate and inviolable right that we have. You cannot take that away from a human being. And yet here we have American doctors have done it. They did it. They told parents that they could do this to us and to our children. And it is just absolutely an obscenity. So, oh, look at all those hearts. That's one. Oh, that's awesome. You can see you put a big smile on my face. That's awesome, awesome. Really, really, we can do this with you, ladies and gentlemen. No, stand out here on a street corner, you know, 10, 12, 15, even 20, 30 of us. But knowing that we have all the support out there around the world, in America, in the United States, in Canada, it just really, it just really inspires us and keeps us going. Because it's hard work out here. We've cursed 2 times, but not that much, not that much. I'd say on average we get a lot more support than we hear curses. So that's live. I will wrap it up. Oh yeah, flood those hearts. I mean, that's an awesome Facebook feature, I have to say. But I will wrap up my broadcast with give you a glimpse down the line again. Tomorrow is our final protest of the Florida Circumcision Crisis protest. There is a chance of rain in Miami, but we'll play that by ear. We'll be out there for at least a few hours. If it rains significantly tomorrow afternoon, we probably would call it quits at that point, because we have to get all our signs dry to ship them to San Diego for the ACOG protest.
Flood the hearts. A big semi-truck went by that said Heartland Express.
Look at all the hearts going across the screen there.
Yay! It's the Heartland Express. Heartland Express.
Let me show them to Rebecca. You can see the hearts flying across the screen.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will walk down the line and let you see the traffic is backed up here quite a bit Sunday afternoon. It's a major mall, and there's some big event going here at the mall. In fact, they actually have valet parking at the mall. You cannot park your own car, apparently, from what I heard, at the mall. It's valet parking. So thank you again. I will be back tomorrow from Miami, and we will wrap up this 19-day road trip through Florida. It's been an incredible. Moves my heart.
Congratulations.